women who don't have any friends. I used to feel so bad for women like that, and I was always trying to befriend them to teach them that maybe they just hadn't met the right type of women or the right woman, and that could be a good friend to them. And I guess maybe it's people say that it's a trait of like a zodiac sign of Libras trying to bring people together, but I've always found myself trying to have always been very social and always had lots of friends. And I've always found myself trying to find people who are introverts and pull them in. But I realized some people are not introverts, they're just assholes. Some people don't have friends because they don't know how to be a good friend. They don't have any friends because they're not a good friend. Let me tell you what, a good friend, you can take them around anyone. And I have so many friends that are like that, that I will take them to my job. I'll take them to a Christmas party. And by the time I leave that Christmas party, everybody's like, wow, I didn't know you did this and I didn't know you did that. They tell everyone the most wonderful things about you. You introduce them to your man or your new boyfriend or the person that you're dating. And by the time your friend leaves, he's like, wow, you've done this and you've done that. And they feel like it's a real catch, that they have gotten a real catch based upon what your friend has told them. You take them around your family and your family's like, wow, we thought she was wonderful, but she's done this and done that, because you can't go around bragging about all of your highs. And you need to have friends in your life that think more highly of you than you think of yourself. See, that recently happened with one of my really good friends, actually my best friend, I would say the longest friend that I've had, a real true friend. And I took her around some people that she didn't even know. And the next thing you know, they're all just thinking I walk on water. Same thing with her. She got married. I was in her wedding and met her friends from high school and childhood. And by the time the wedding was over with, they were all talking about all these wonderful things that she had done. I met her husband when she was first engaged. I met him and pulled him aside and told him how wonderful she was. And, he's like, man, I'm getting this is a wonderful person that I'm marrying, as opposed to bad friends. And let me tell you, I have passed or had a lot of them go through my life. A bad friend does this. The one time that you got mad at your man or your husband and you told her something about him or many things that you didn't like about him. And she waits until just the opportune time to have just a minor spat with him. Maybe it might be over what you're going to order, what glass of wine, type of wine you're going to order. And she just lays it all. That's why and tells him everything that you said. That's not a good friend. Because anything that you tell your friend in confidence should be in confidence. Well, you shouldn't have told me. Well, you're not my friend. I'll tell you another thing that a bad friend does. A bad friend is you take them around your coworkers and they tell your coworkers every dirty little secret about you. Everything that you would not want your job to do, everything that they can say to you that will try to minimize you in the eyesight of your coworkers. That's not a friend. You're a friend that can't hold themselves together to make you look good. Because there have been times with my friends where I've gone somewhere and just absolutely could not stand their family, their man, their friends, but I held it together because I know that I was representing my friend. I had a friend, I was in her wedding many years ago, and the wedding was just awful. She had awful people in the wedding. It was the groom's side of the family, and they were doing things to irritate her and make her cry. And, I could have gone off or just acted a complete fool, but I stayed gracious and composed because one, she needed me, and two, I knew that I was representing her. And that's the difference, I think, between a good friend and a bad friend. A bad friend is someone that pretends that they're your friend, but they set out to do damage to you. They set out to, and the thing about it is these bad friends that if you went to their job and told every dirty little secret about them, they would get fired or they would be so upset and so hurt. And a bad friend is someone you can't say nothing about their man. You can't say nothing about the man that they're with. He could be treating her like a dog, beating her, stealing from her, and you say something to her, she gets mad at you. But if your man, if he doesn't top off your gas tank whenever he's putting gas in there, she tells you to leave him. So I just want you guys to think about, what type of friend are you? Are you a friend that can be trusted to not talk about your friends behind their back? And see, and that's the thing that you really need to look at. You can determine what type of friend you are is if you talk about your friends when they walk off. I mean, think about that. Like, your friend is there and you have something to say about her. That is the test of whether or not you are a true friend. Oh, let me tell you another thing that a bad friend does. This ain't a friend of yours. Your husband cheats on you, throws you away, steals money from you, take your children or turn your children against you, and your friend still on his Facebook page and his TikTok. Oh, I love this. This is wonderful. Laughing about everything that he does. That's not a friend. I'm telling you, that's not a friend. And I'm going to tell you, I have friends in my life like that right now. And I'm just going to say, if you got a friend, because I'm going to tell you, like my friends, I roll with y'all. Like we cool as long as you have a man, I love him. You like him, I love him, I'm cool with him. But as soon as you tell me that you're not with him, he's dead to me. Now, if you got friends in your life that are still hanging with a man that has gutted you, a man that's got on social media and talked about you, humiliated you, stole money from you, dissed you and your kids, and you still hanging with them, no, I'm not a fair weather friend. I'm unfriending him. Anything that he did ever gave me, I'm sending it back or throwing it in the trash. Like, I'm not fooling with him. And that's what a real friend does. Like, you know that he dogged out your girl, but she's still cool with him. She ain't your friend. She is not your friend. She talks about you behind your back. And anybody that is not building you up, they are tearing you down. And this is why I stop fooling with women that say that I ain't got no female friends. I get along better with men that just want to use you. You ain't got no friends because you not a friend.